Good morning. Great. Good afternoon, good evening, those of you who do this later on in the day. Hello. And those of you who are here with me this morning, hello. Yeah, there's frost outside. Yesterday actually was colder than I thought. It was the first frost. It was so beautiful. Oh my God. So I was harvesting the apples and the pears yesterday, the last of them. So many tomatoes. Oh, so amazing. So great. Come, let's do some yoga. So come into your child's pose. And as you rest into your child's pose, just have a sense of, as we do every morning, just how this meets you today. How do you surrender or soften or sink? How do you find your working edge and deepen into that place? How do you ease off in a place that feels a little bit like it's just too strong for that place? So you might ease a little bit. So don't force anything to relax. You create this situation that things can relax into. It's like trust. You create the relationship and then trust happens. Same thing in your body. You create the situation and then softness happens. So just allowing your body to ease, settle, soften. Feeling the breath in the back of the body. Nice. And then coming forward into your cat pose. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. And then rounding your back. And arching your back. Noticing for you where the creaky groaniness is this morning. Is it on the rounding or is it on the arching? Which way does your spine express itself more freely? As you round, as you arch. Nice. Draw your right knee up towards your right elbow and then stretch your right leg long and hop it over the top of the left leg, over towards the left side, and then look over your left shoulder, back towards the left foot. No, that's the right foot on the left-hand side. Nice. Come all the way up to draw your knee up towards your elbow, and then hop your leg over and look at it over on the left-hand side. Nice. One more time. Draw your knee up to your elbow, and then hop your leg over, and just lean into that right side. How would you maybe lengthen into it, connect into it in a way? Nice. Other side. Draw your left knee up, and then hop it over, lengthening into the left side of your waist as you do so. Nice. Draw your left knee up, tap your elbow, hop it over, look over your shoulder. Nice. One more time. Bring your elbow up. No, knee up. Hop it over. Look back over your shoulder. Nice. Bring both knees to the floor. Reach your right hand forward, either flat or on the baby finger edge. Drop your head down. Nice. Rising up and dropping down. Nice. Rising up and dropping down. Cool. Come back. Lengthen into the left arm, either baby finger down or palm flat. Dropping down. Rising up and dropping down. Rising up. Last time. And dropping down. And just really sink into it. And come all the way back up. Take your right hand, reach it out towards the right, and look at your hand as you do this. So you're looking at your right hand. Nice. And then rise up a little bit, and now turn your head towards the left, and drop your shoulder down. Nice. Rise up, look towards the right, drop your shoulder down. What changes in your shoulder? Rise up, look towards the left, and drop your shoulder down. Nice. Change. Both hands to center. Bring your left hand out. Look at your left hand as you drop your shoulder down. Rising up. Turn your head towards the right. Drop your shoulder down. Rising up. Look at your hand. Drop your shoulder down. Rising up. Last one. Look towards the right. Drop your shoulder down. Nice. Come all the way to center. And just do a shoulder shrug or shoulder rolls, whichever one feels right for you. Shoulder shrugs are where your shoulders go forward and backward. Shoulder rolls are where your shoulders roll in a big circle. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bend your elbows like you're trying to bring your nose to the floor. Straighten through your arms. Whatever version of that suits you. Don't go so far that you can't come back up. Only go as far as wellness. Straighten through your arms. And again, bend your elbows. Nose travels down. Straighten. One more time. Bend your elbows. Nose travels down. Straighten up. Nice. All the way over. Lie on the floor. Arms are wide beside you. Back is resting on the floor. Feet are hip distance apart. And then drop both knees to the right. Back up to center. And both knees to the left. And center. And both knees to the right. Center. And both knees to the left. Center. Great. So reach the left arm up till it's long and just above your head lying on the floor. Lift your hand up so it's reaching up above your head, but it's lying on the floor. I think that's clear. And then roll over onto your left side so that your two knees are stacked on top of each other and you're lying on your left arm and your right arm is resting on your hip. And then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling and reach your arm overhead till it reaches towards the left hand. Find it. Oh, there it is. And then come all the way back. And as you're coming back, begin to turn your arm, bend your elbow, and just tuck your hand in behind your lower back. Nice. Stretch your arm up. Reach it over. Notice how you don't quite know where your left hand is. For me, I'm like, left hand, it's somewhere up there. Can I find it again? Can I land it? Oh, yes, I did. Great. And again, reach your arm overhead and tuck your hand in behind your lower back. Nice. So bring your hand to your hip and then bring your hand straight forward in front of you. So the next one, there's a few different movements that we're going to do together. It's really awesome, but you have to really listen in the beginning. So bend your right elbow and pull your right elbow backwards. And as I pull my right elbow backwards to the floor behind me, I'm drawing my right knee up towards my left armpit. And then I'm going to slide the right hand forward out in front of me. And my right leg is going to travel backwards with my knee bent. So I'm doing a swaying kind of thing. So draw your right elbow back, draw your right knee forward. And glide your right hand forward, glide your right foot back. So your knee stays bent the whole time. And so you're just rolling forward and backwards. So you're twisting with your shoulder back, and then you're twisting with your shoulder forward. So really mobilizing beautifully into a really deep and wonderful mobilization of the rib cage, the shoulders. So as your hand comes forward, your leg goes back. And as your little knee comes forward, your elbow moves back. Nice. One more time. Hand goes forward, legs go back, or leg goes back. And elbow comes back, and knee comes forward. And just pause there. So your elbow is back towards the floor behind you, and your knee is forward. And just pause there. Nice. And come to bring both knees together. Rest your head on your left arm. And then roll onto your back. Both knees are bent. And bring your left arm long beside you. Nice. Other side, reach your right arm overhead and then roll over onto your right side. So your two knees are stacked on top of each other and your left arm is resting on your hip. And then reach your left arm overhead and bring your palms together. Nice. And then glide the left hand, spiraling it as it goes, and bring the back of your hand to rest into the lower back. And stretch your arm up, rolling as it goes to bring your palm to the other palm above your head. And then reaching up, spiraling your hand, bring the back of your hand into your lower back. Nice. Bring your hand to your hip. Bring your hand straight forward in front of you. So my left hand is on the floor and the palm is on the floor. So bend your left elbow and pull your left elbow backwards and draw your left knee forward up towards your right armpit. And then glide your left hand forward and your left knee back. Nice. Left elbow back, left knee forward. Left hand forward, left knee back. Nice. And again, left elbow back, left knee forward. Left hand forward, left knee back. Nice. Next time your elbow comes back, pause there. Left elbow back, left knee forward. And just pausing there. Nice. Bring both knees together. Rest up onto your right arm. And then roll over onto your back. And draw both knees up onto your chest. Squeeze them in. And then stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. And just feel that glorious stretching out into your legs. Bend your knees. Draw your knees up onto your chest. And stretch out through your legs. Really long and strong. Nice. One more time. Bend your knees. Squeeze them onto your chest. And then stretch them up towards the ceiling. Nice. Bend your right knee. Lower the left leg down towards the floor. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Bend your left knee. Hold on to it. Lower the right leg down. Both legs up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee and lower down until your calf comes to tap the floor, because sometimes we stop before the deep of the stretch. So your calf taps the floor, both legs up. And last side, bend your left knee, hold on to it, lower the right leg down. Super job. Both legs up, roll into your ankles, roll into your wrists. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So roll over and come into a seated position. If you feel comfortable in a cross-legged position, then you can do that. If you feel comfortable with your legs out long, if you want to put something underneath your bum, see what you want to do. So we're going to do, it's called rotational core. It's what we do when we walk. It's what we do when we swim. It's what we do when we do most things, actually. We rotate, where our shoulder goes forward and the opposite hip goes forward. So we're continuously rotating the spine as we move. We're just going to move a little bit more into that. So reach both hands forward in front of you. I'm going to do it sideways. And then make a fist out of your both hands and pull both elbows back like you're pulling until your hands end up beside your chest and your elbows are surging backwards and your hands are really strong and you feel like your shoulder blades are squeezed together. And then turn your palms so they're facing forward and now push like you're really pushing. I feel like my belly is helping me push there. And I push, and I'm pushing really strongly. Make fists out of your hands, pull back. And as you pull back, my rib cage pops forward, my shoulder blades glide back. Turn your palms and push. Make fists, pull. Turn your palms, push. You can tuck your chin in. You can notice what feels really nice for your head to do. For me, my head lifts as I pull my elbows back. For me, my head rounds as I push forward. Pull and push. Nice. So sitting up tall, both hands are forward in front of you. So you're going to do both at the same time. So make a right fist out of your fist of the right hand, and then pull your right elbow back. And as you pull your right elbow back, you're going to push the left hand forward. Nice. And then make fist out of the left hand and push the right hand forward. Make a fist, pull, and then push. And notice how your chest is rotating as you do this. Really allow it to move. So pull with the right, push with the left, pull with the left, push with the right. And then start to get into the flow of it. Like you're, I don't know, pulling in a rope from a boat, or something where you're really gliding deeply into the torso and pulling and pulling and pulling. And you really have a deep sense of how your rib cage supports your spine, how your shoulders are connected to your rib cage. Nice. And then just pause, roll out into your belly, big circle, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. If you're in your cross-legged position, change, other cross. For me, it's always like the way that feels weird. Great. So we're going to do the same thing side to side, well, up and down. So push your right hand up and pull the left elbow down. Nice. And then push the left hand up and pull the right elbow down. And really feel the pull down, like your elbow is trying to come to the floor as you push your hand up towards the ceiling. Like, I can't, it's like the gesture of this, not the shape of it. So feel like you're really reaching and really pulling, so that you have a deep sense of the power of your rib cage as you reach, as you reach. Nice. Lower both arms down, stretch both legs long in front of you. Nice. And then take your right knee and pull your right foot up so that there's a space between your right foot and your left thigh. Bring your left hand to the floor and then reach your right hand forward towards your left foot. And then feel the end of your range. So be at the place where you're like, oh, that's the end of what I can do. And then slide back 3 or 4 inches. And then just see how you might soften down a little bit back from the end of your range. So for me, wiggling my shoulders or rounding my back and arching. And rounding my back and arching. So it's like I try and get my belly a bit closer to my thigh, or I round my back, try to bring my forehead to my knee. Or try to bring my right shoulder down or my left shoulder down. I just feel there's so many different movements in this place. Nice, change. Stretch the right leg long, bend the left knee, pull it in. Bring your toes so they're maybe 9 inches from your knee. Bring your right hand to the floor, reach down, find your end, the place where you go, yep, that's me. And then slide back 3 or 4 inches. And then have a bit of a wiggle. Rounding your back, forehead comes down. Arching your back, belly comes down. Rounding your back, forehead comes down. Arching your back, belly comes down. Nice. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, and left shoulder. One more time. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Nice. Come all the way up. Come onto your hands and knees. Rounding your back, arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. Bring your right foot halfway between your right hand and where your knee was. And then rock back and rock forward. Rock back and rock forward. And then arch there. Rounding, arching, rounding. Nice, change. Bring the left foot poof to the floor. Rock forward, rock back. Your foot's out to the side, so there's space. Your thigh is out beyond your shoulder. rocking forward, rocking back, and then come to center, rounding, arching, rounding, arching. Super. Bring both knees to the floor. Bring your knees a little bit wide if you wish, and come rest into your child's pose. Whatever way you do, whatever feels comfortable for you. What's the place of juiciness where it's really nice to meet? Many of you know I broke my ankle during lockdown. And so often I check in with my ankle when I'm in my child's pose and I go, oh, and I can feel that my toes are pushing against the floor. And so I relax my toes and my foot feels a lot better when I do that. So always checking in with your different places, the places we guard, the places we protect. And if they're safe and in a position that feels good, then they can really deepen. Really calibrating, calculating the difference between that's too deep and I can't soften, and that's just right. The Goldilocks theory. Not too big, not too small, just right. Nice, guys. How wonderful. So have a great day. I think it's going to be a really beautiful day. And I will see you for the last day of exhale tomorrow. And then there's 2 days off and then we start strong. So yeah, how wonderful. How great. Nice, guys. I will see you tomorrow. How so cool.